Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Keg Tap Reviews. Today on tap, we have Dogfish Head 75-minute IPA. Now, I missed out on the opportunity last year to grab a bottle of this, and everybody talked about how it was so great, it was so balanced, and it was a perfect merger of the bunch, and the bunch is, the most well-balanced and well-rounded beer of the bunch. And the bunch, obviously, is 60-minute IPA, 90-minute IPA, and 120. So, what this particular bottle is a blend. It's a blend of 60-minute IPA and 90-minute IPA. They also add some maple syrup in there and bottle condition it. So, I'm looking forward to getting into this here. What I have, it's in terms of alcohol, it's 7.5 ABV, so it's not terribly high, and it's dry hopped. Doesn't say with what, but it's dry hop. So let's go ahead and get this open here and see what Dogfish Head has to offer us for the 75-minute IPA. The beer pours a nice a dark golden color, which is unusual for an IPA. I'm used to the West Coast IPAs that are more amber, dark amber color. This has about a 3 fingers, just white, fluffy, pillowy head, and it has some nice carbonation coming off the bottom. All around, this is a nice looking brew. All right, we have the beer poured. Let's go ahead and put it up to our nose and see what we come up with in the smell. So right off the nose, you know what that is. That's Cascade, and that is that great fruity citrus smell to it. Now it has, you could smell the sweet in there, the sugar from the maple. Overall, this smells like a sweet Cascade, so it's more like a grapefruit citrus taste to it, or smell to it, excuse me. Yeah, and there's some maltiness in there as well. It just smells really good. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this down the hatch here and see what it has for us. Cheers. Alright, so now what I was saying before, that Cascade, those hops really dominate this brew here. So you get that great fruity citrus taste to it. It has a really good mouthfeel to it, and that's probably from the bottle conditioning that's done with that maple syrup, which does an excellent job of just making this feel all around great on the mouth. It's not as sweet as I would have thought it would be, to be honest. I don't really taste that maple syrup that's in there, but it does have some sweetness, which counteracts that bite from the hops. I'm wondering if it was dry hopped with that Cascade, because that's really the only hop I'm getting here and the only predominant flavor I'm getting on this. So this is not as malty as the 60 but overall it's just a good, crisp, clean Cascade, so grapefruit citrus beer with a great mouthfeel on it. And it has 7.5 ABV, which makes this something that you can drink. I can drink the bottle, and I'll be reasonably well. I won't be tripping over myself. Very similar to the Union Jack IPA, which is in that same, I think 7.5 ABV range. And to be honest, today similar to that Union Jack. I would just say it has a different mouthfeel on it. So overall, what would I give this beer? Well, listen, I think this is good beer. The only problem I have with it is that there was so much hype, surrounding this for me, because I tried to get one last year. I wasn't successful at it. I finally got one this year, and I'm like, yes, finally I'm going to try this beer that everybody's raving about. Everybody's talking about that it's the best of the bunch, and so it kind of, for me, is a little bit of a letdown because I'm not as blown away as I thought I'd be. With that said, I think it's a good brew. It's 7.5 ABV, so it's not as sweet and not as overpowering and just boisterous as the other double IPAs that it might contend with, because it's really teetering on that double IPA range. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and give this an A-. It's an excellent brew, great feel in the mouth from that bottle conditioning. Great, you can't go wrong with Cascade. It's not overpowering in the ABV category where you can't drink so much of this, and it's not that sweet where you're like, oh, I can only sip on this. This is actually, a good beer to have on a hot day. It's refreshing, it's clean, it's crisp, but at the same time provides you with a lot of flavor. So that's my overall score, A- for me, and yeah, cheers. If you can find it, try to pick it up. Tell me what you think.